The compact SUV market is packed with options to choose from. The Audi Q3 has been a great success in the US, and the all-new Q3 is set to build on that popularity by pretty much making it a mini Audi Q5. The X1, on the other hand, was refreshed back in 2023 after years of being ignored by BMW. The upgrades were so comprehensive, including to its chassis, powertrain, and cabin, that it became a real rival in its segment. But are all these updates enough to keep up with the all-new Q3? Well, that's exactly what you'll find out by the end of this video. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. Audi's conservative design has undergone something of a renaissance, and it really shows in the new Q3. The front fascia is a complete departure from the current model, with a redesigned grille that's slightly smaller than the previous generation, flanked by two large fake air vents, inside which new headlights are positioned with the trendy new split design that the bigger Q5 never got. From the side, there are no sharp lines compared to the previous generation, with subtle sculpting through the door panels and a massive crease toward the base of the doors that disguises some of the visual mass of the profile. As for wheels, it comes standard with 18 inches, while 19s and 20s are optional. Out back, it's been completely redesigned, featuring a massive light bar spanning the entire width of the tailgate, above which new optional taillights with OLED technology, allowing the driver to customize their design from 6 different options. The bumper is also all new, with a fake grille motif without any exhaust to be seen. The 2026 X1, on the other hand, well, it just looks angry. Its new face still looks distinctly BMW and still keeps the wide double headlights look of the previous model, but with a smaller, almost square kidney grille understated next to the flared nostrils of most of the current BMW lineup. The upmarket X-Line and M Sport models get even more aggressive bumpers. From the side, BMW didn't simply upgrade body panels for a beefier appearance. The new X1 is 1.7 inches longer and 1 inch wider than the one it replaces, making it identical in size to the new Q3. But at least to me, the BMW's profile is just more interesting with its various lines and creases as opposed to the Q3's empty canvas. Around back, the new taillights provide a unique nighttime light signature with an incredible three-dimensional look up close. And badged models benefit from their own distinct styling cues like more aggressive bumpers and quad exhaust tips. At least personally, while the new Q3 is more interesting to look at, BMW's aggressive design is my favorite here. But what do you think? Please let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you. Jumping inside, gone are the old cabin's sharp angles and understated look. Instead, the all-new Q3 gets a new dashboard with a very different look. The two-tier design goes a long way in creating a sense of space inside, and as you'd expect of Audi, build quality is pretty good and the use of high-quality materials across various surfaces is top-notch. The massive odd-looking dimpled mirror trim ahead of the passenger, however, feels like a missed opportunity for some more storage space area. The big distinction between the Q3 and the Q5 is 1. The third screen ahead of the passenger, which is not available here, and the second is the gear selector that was moved from the center console to a selector behind the steering wheel. What it shares with the Q5, however, is the new digital stage that employs a single rectangular physical housing integrating an 11.9-inch instrument cluster and a 12.9-inch touchscreen. One immediate improvement is this latest Android OS-based system, which is fast and allows the navigation to be displayed directly in the virtual cockpit. One downside, however, is that the climate controls are now integrated into the touchscreen, but that's really to be expected these days. Both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard. As for BMW, if you've been in the new 3 Series, its layout and design will look extremely familiar. Fortunately, it's a really good interior. The look is clean and uncomplicated. The dash is also low and aids in both visibility and making the cabin feel spacious. All the switchgear feels high quality with tight, solid action. Though there are some plastics, they have attractive finishes and patterns. It's not quite up to the premium feel of the X3, but it's comparable to those in the new Q3. The climate controls, on the other hand, are just like in the Q3 and can only be controlled through the touchscreen. As for infotainment, the restyle brings BMW's new curved display. It integrates a 10.3-inch digital dash and a 10.7-inch center screen into one sleek panel. Both screens are smaller than those offered in the Q3, but it is the right size for this cabin. The new infotainment system is highly responsive, though it's more complicated than the one in the new Q3, with layers of menus one could actually get lost into. Both wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard. When it comes to interior space, the base seats in the Q3 are quite boring to look at, but they are fairly comfortable. It's a shame, however, that the sport buckets you see here won't be offered in the US. The front seats offer 40 inches of legroom, while the rear seats offer 36.1 inches. This is fine for the segment, but even shorter occupants might find things less than spacious. The rear bench can slide backwards and forwards and recline, but the legroom is tight even in the furthest position. As for cargo space, with the rear seats up, you will have around 24 cubic feet. When more space is needed, folding the 40-20-40 split second row seats increases overall cargo space to 48 cubic feet. The X1, on the other hand, has grown significantly with this generation, as we mentioned previously. All this stretching pays dividends in all aspects of interior space. Sitting in the SUV's cabin, it certainly is more spacious and comfortable. The front passengers have lots of leg, head, and shoulder room, though the cushioning of the sports seats is too firm for a long drive. The rear seats are also stiff, and passengers may find the backrest angle too reclined, although the laid-back shape does make installing a child seat easier. Cargo space is generous with a side net to store small objects. There is a total of 26 cubic feet behind the rear seats and 57 with them folded flat. As far as pricing goes, Audi's 2026 Q3 gets a single trim with one engine called S-Line Quattro starting at $43,700. It comes standard with the big 12.8-inch touchscreen, heated front seats, and adaptive cruise control. Audi then offers 4 packages, only 2 of which are actually worth getting, and are the infotainment package and driver assistant package. Shopping for an X1 should also be very easy, as there are no alternative engine or transmission choices to the X1 xDrive 28i that starts at $42,800. It comes with many features including LED headlights, a power liftgate, and roof rails. But if you want the most power, you should go with the X1 M35i that starts at $51,900. When it comes to on-road performance, the Q3 is powered by a revised version of the brand's trusty turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder. It's now rated for 255 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque, mated with a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic. The uplift in power is immediately noticeable, as it only takes a brisk 5.5 seconds to get to 60 miles per hour. There is ample low-end torque, making day-to-day driving less of a chore than before. But when it comes to engagement, it just kind of exists. It negotiates turns easily enough, but it's not really exciting or eager in the way that vehicles this size should be, and for that matter the X1 that we will get to. What is improved, however, is the quick steering, which provides more on-center feel than the outgoing model. The interior sound insulation is also a high point, thanks to the new acoustically laminated front windows. Under the hood of the X1 is a similar turbocharged 2-liter inline-4 with 241 horsepower, up from 228, and 295 pound-feet of torque. The X1 at full power reaches 60 miles per hour in 6.2 seconds. As for transmission, replacing the previous 8-speed automatic is a 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox that has wider ratio spread and allows for coasting. This powertrain is quiet and smooth in traffic and highway cruising, but a bit sluggish when asked to make high-speed passes or accelerate up a hill. And the 6.2 seconds 0 to 60 time is a decent bit slower than the new Q3's 5.5 seconds. The suspension is tuned for sportier driving, which means the X1 will zip around corners pretty aggressively, but body movements remain in check. So, which one should you choose? Well, this is a tough one. Although they cost around the same, the Audi's more refined ride and more powerful powertrain as standard make a really good case for it. But the BMW, at least to my eyes, offers a better-looking interior and exterior with a more engaging drive. So if it were up to me, I'd go with the new Q3, since comfort and refinement are what matter the most.